So I remember waking up last week, one of the days in last week, and it occurred to me to ask my husband something like this. And I said to him, have you applied to any union? And his answer was no. I said, why? He said some time ago he contacted one, they were going to send him an email and they didn't really reach out to him again. I said, you should be the one to reach out. You have worked in NHS for nearly 2 years, getting to 2 years now. You need this union to be there for you. Why? Because you need all the protections, in case anything happens, who is going to protect you? Now, let me tell you, if you are in this country, you are a healthcare worker, domiciliary worker, healthcare assistant, you work in the hospital, you work as a nurse, what kind of any healthcare job you are into, possibly a radiographer from foreign country, you are a lab scientist from outside of the UK, even those of you that are working, who already got their stay in the UK, and you do not belong to any union, you are not doing yourself any good. Because should anything happen to you, should you have any problems at work, because you are working with vulnerable individuals who are vulnerable, anything could happen. You need to protect yourself. Moreover, you do not only need to protect yourself, but your DBS. Because should anything affect your DBS, your criminal record checks in this country, you are gone. No employer would give you a job. Nobody would want to take you in, no matter any kind of job you apply for, because before you are given a job in this country, they carry out this DBS check to satisfy if you have had any problems in your previous with your previous employer, so it is important you join a union that will protect you, a union that will speak for you in case you have any discrepancies at work, a union that will be there and make sure that you have a better work balance, you have a better pay at work, a union that will fight for you in case you are being bullied at work, there is a kind of discrimination, at work. You speak to the union, they are there to defend you at all costs. Just like you see all the strike rallies going around, they are the unions organizing all this. When you are getting a low pay, they set up all this. So it is important. This is not a place you just have to keep praying and praying. Prayer works. Yes, I buy that idea. I pray. But here, it is important you understand how the rule of law works here. You know your legal rights. You do something legally. Because if you have a problem, there is no point you going home to pray. Maybe a client accuses you of touching him or her wrongly where you did not do so. You cannot go home and pray your way out. You need to face it legally in this country. And the union has to come in and fight for you. So this is the reason it is important for you to belong to a particular union. So basically, a union can help you with your legal issues in this very country. Should you run into a problem at work, your union can come in and defend you, fight the case for you. So this is another reason it is important for you to belong to a union, so that they can save your back, save your ass whenever the need arises. So these are the unions you can join in the UK as a healthcare worker. Among many of the health unions you can join in the UK is the Unison. Unison is the largest healthcare union in the UK with over 500,000 members from NHS and other organizations providing services to the NHS. So this very union represents the whole NHS care team. So their members include nurses, paramedics, porters, even cleaners are included. If you are working in the NHS as a cleaner, this very union would cover you. You are also a healthcare worker because you work in the healthcare setting, despite being a cleaner. If you are a porter, this very body would cover you. They also cover the pharmacy technicians, the ODPs, the healthcare students, security staff, healthcare scientists, healthcare assistants, physicians, associates, catering staff, IT staff, admin and clerical staff, and many other staff. Hence, you are working for NHS, hospital. They are there to cover you up. So you need to belong to one before you start saying, had I known. Yes, if you don't know, learn it from me, please. Register with a union. You have heard stories about how a lot of foreigners, especially Africans, they lost their job. Did you see the one that went to prison for 10 years? I don't think that one has served up to 1 year. I shared a video about that person, that boy, last year, you know. So a whole lot of stories about Africans getting into problems in this very country. Why not join a union? When cases as this arises, they will be there to fight for you. So 2 is unite the union. This is a union that fights for workers' rights. You know, they stand up for the employees when they are facing challenges at their various workplaces. This union is always there to protect workers against any hard situations at work or any challenges a worker might be going through in the place of work. So basically, when you join this union, you'll be able to access a lot of support and services available to members. Meanwhile, joining each of these union requires you to pay a little amount of money. My husband paid, I think about £18 for 1 whole year, you know, when he joined the union last week. And he actually joined the NHS one, which is the unison, the first union I've mentioned here. You know, so it was just a token for a whole 1 year. So it is very important because what they will do for you is much more than how much you are paying and the services you will be getting from them. Okay, so number 3, we have the RCN. This very union also has about 500,000 members, ranging from the midwives, nurses, assistant practitioners, APs, you know, healthcare assistants, and other individuals in the healthcare sectors. So you can register to belong to this very body, you know, so that they are always there for you, especially in cases where someone is asking you to pay for COS or to pay some money that you consider unlawful. You can raise this issue with them. This is what they do. They fight issues as this. And they are constantly by your side, rendering both professional and personal services to you. Hence, it will help you to focus on the most important thing at work, which is caring for the patient. So they will do anything to help you so that you have a peace of mind while providing services to your clients or patients, as the case may be. So finally, there are countless of other unions you can join in the UK, because every profession, every field, whether skilled or unskilled, they all have different unions in this very country. So do well to join one, because if you are a healthcare worker, I tell you what, the job is a very risky job. Forget that it is mine. Some people say that it's a simple job. It's the same thing that we've been doing in our home country. I've been taking care of my grandparents. This is what most of us put on our CV. I have cared for my sick grandma. It is easy. I've changed diaper. It's something I could do. This is a high risk job. Yes. Honestly, some things that you might consider not serious is taken very, very serious in this country. I have shared certain experiences at my workplace, you know, how somebody lost his job when he least expected that to happen. You know, even when they called him then, he refused to take action. But if anybody could have told this guy that he would lose his job on that very day, he wouldn't have believed it. Based on simple incidents that happened, he thought it was a joke. And somebody reported, the whistleblower, which was a third person that witnessed the incidents, went and reported him to the manager that he poked his finger on a patient's face, you know, something that he took for a joke. And this was, in fact, the police came. I have shared a story about that on my channel. You know, a lot of things you might not be taking serious, they are taken seriously in this very country, especially at your place of work. So please get a union that protects you. To be honest, you might think that it is easy, but it is not always easier in this country. The unions, they are there to fight for you. They are there to make sure that you have a happy work environment. They are there to ensure that no one is bullying you. They stand up for you. They defend your legal cases for you in this very country. Anyway, if you find this video helpful, very helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it if you want, so that others can benefit from it. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in my next upload.